Merry Meet, and welcome to the daily reading for all signs for today, the 25th of September, 2024. This is Ariel Gatoga, and today I'm reading with this Metanoia Marseille Tarot, and I'm going to purify with this Provence Santé Vervain. It's a beautiful Van. 3 sprays in this large room is more than sufficient. You can find links to purchase these products in the video description of this video on YouTube. And just a note about this deck, it looks like they are out of the full-size deck, so I put the link to the mini deck of this same tarot deck. Let's see what's in the cards for everybody today. Starting out with... Ba-dum-dum-dum. We've got a 6 of Cups, followed by a Magician. Thank you. And then we've got a Page of Coins. This is a really nice reading. The thing about it, though, is you've got to recognize. Well, you don't have to do anything, but it's helpful for you to recognize that it's okay for everything to go your way. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. If things go your way, if things turn around for you, if wonderful things are happening for you, you don't have to feel bad. We have this weird sort of survivor's guilt. If one little thing starts to go our way and other people are suffering, we feel like, well, maybe I should put that on. Maybe even not cognizantly, but on one level or another, we think, well, maybe I should not have any success until everybody's happy, because who am I to succeed since there's so many people suffering in the world? And when you think about it like in those words, it really doesn't make sense, does it? Because the best thing you can do for other people is do well for yourself. I mean, you're not rubbing your nose in it, but you are setting an example. And one of the ways that you can do well for yourself is by working with this solar light or something to that effect. The solar light simply is the energy of the universe that can open the way for you to experience the divine design. And why that's so important is the divine design is how you are meant to live your life. It's the will of the universe for you. And the thing is that we have free will, and our free will gets in our way so much because we don't understand that we use our free will against ourselves. We don't even realize when we're doing it a lot of that time. We just think that we're bumping up against circumstances, and we don't realize that a lot of the circumstances that we're bumping up against are there because we are misusing our minds. And one of the ways that it's saying that you might be misusing your mind is what we just discussed, is not wanting to fully thrive, not wanting to fully succeed in areas of your life because you feel bad about other people not succeeding. Or a lot of it might not even be that as much as you're afraid of what people are going to think of you, other people's opinions. I had that happen to me this morning. Obviously, this is my reading then, but I had that this morning. Somebody didn't like something they didn't like something that I had posted, and it was such an innocuous, lovely post, I thought. It was nothing. But, sometimes when there are certain people, they are out to be offended. No matter what, you could say, "Hi, how are you today?" What do you mean by that? And so you just have to let people be. You have to let people have their bad days or whatever, and not try to change yourself so that they like you. And that's a lot of what this Magician card is. It's like, what, do I just change all of my posts because this one person is having a bad day? What'll that do for me? Well, for one thing, it's going to destroy all of what I'm trying to do, but it's also, they're just going to find some other reason to be upset because that's on them. It has nothing to do with me. And that's what this Magician card is all about. Other people's opinions are really none of our business. They really aren't. We've got to let them have them. You can think horrible things about me if you want to. That's your right. You can. I don't need to to try to get in your head and change things around. If you don't like me, you don't like me, because I recognize that it's not me. I mean, obviously, if you're doing something and somebody's saying, "Look at what you're doing to me," it's worthwhile. But that's not, to say, well, maybe I should look at that. But that's not what the Magician card is about. The Magician card is about you being you, and that if it offends somebody or if somebody doesn't like it, that's on them. It has nothing to do with you. You're not doing anything wrong except for trying to thrive and live a wonderful life. And so if somebody doesn't like it, or several people don't like it, that's their right. You don't have a right to get involved in that. That's not up to you. You do you, and let them do them. And if they stand in your way, obviously you have a right to say no. But if they just have an opinion, or if they don't like what you're doing, let them not like it. It doesn't have anything to do with you. And the problem with you, any of us, I should say, getting all into whether people like us or not, is that we miss out on the opportunities that are coming our way because we're so busy misusing our minds trying to get people to like us, trying to get people to change their opinions of us. Right? So there are a lot of opportunities coming your way. So staying with that divine design, allowing those opportunities to come your way, and letting people have their opinions, letting people have them. Some of the best things I learned about people that are malcontents, I learned in Al-Anon meetings. There's some of the pat answers we give to those people are things like, "I'm sorry you feel that way," or "You might be right." Those are great things to say, because you're not discounting them, but you're not apologizing for yourself either. Yeah, you might be right. And that's it. You're not saying they are right, but you're letting them have that, and then you move on. And even "Thank you very much for sharing," although that starts to have a little bit of bitchiness to it, but it is fun. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing your opinion. Okay, let's see what else is up here. We've got, beautiful, another page of cups. Oh, there's that King of Swords. Okay. And then here's that beautiful Wheel of Fortune. So this is a bigger deal than I thought. This other people's opinion of you. Don't let other people bring up the King of Swords in you. The King of Swords is always dormant in every single person while they're living in this three-dimensional reality. The King of Swords is that person that is that part of our personality that can be very hateful, that can be very vengeful, that can be very get very upset, that can have the sort of a scorched earth mentality. It's very toxic, is willing to destroy everything in our lives in order to be right. And it doesn't always come out, the King of Swords doesn't necessarily always come out in full force. You can stay behind the scenes, but what I see with this is, don't destroy things in your life because somebody else doesn't like them. If somebody doesn't like for me, I'm not going to take my post down because one person didn't like it and everybody else was getting something good out of it. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? What good would that do? Well, the idea of the King of Swords, it's not just like, "Oh, I don't want to offend you." It's like, well, if you don't like it, I'm not going to give it to anybody. Then you'll say, and burn the whole house down just because you had an ant or something in it. You don't want to overreact to these people. You want to let them be. Let them be. Let them have their thing. Give them that opportunity. In fact, you can think of it as a gift. When somebody doesn't have a good opinion of you, or they say something about you, rather than trying to either make them like you or burn the house down because, well, if they don't like it, then fine, I won't do anything anymore. What you can do instead is inside, just say, I'm giving, in your mind, you don't have to tell them this because all that's going to do is antagonize them. But in your mind, you can say, I'm giving you the gift of letting you have your opinion. I'm giving you that gift. I'm not going to stand in your way one little bit. You have your opinion. I feel so good that you feel that way. Right? Okay, so now this is, I know people that are fairly well known in the world, that, have paparazzi and things like that around them. And they go through this all the time. And they really, and I look at them and I'm thinking, if they can deal with that, if they can let them have their opinion and they can move on and not let it affect them, I can handle it when I have my little problems with people. And so think of it that way too. It's just like, it's not like you have unless you do, but it's not like you have a million paparazzi following you around, taking a picture of you, putting it online, and then everybody having an opinion of you. It's not that big of a deal. So just let it go. Oh my gosh, I'm spending too much time on this. We're already almost done. Okay, so we've got this beautiful page of cups, which is good news, and this wonderful Wheel of Fortune card. Do you see how this creature is on top on this platform? That's where you want to be. You don't want to be hanging on to the edge of the wheel like these poor guys here, because this is volatile and this is fortune. So today's bottom line is working with that solar light, allowing yourself to stay centered, giving people the gift of having all the opinions they want without you having an opinion of their opinion, and allowing yourself this beautiful page of cups to have the good news that is yours. Don't let them spoil your good news. Today is all about good news. All about good news. Good news about money. Good news about fortune, good news about you as a person, and if somebody's opinion of you is negative, the good news is that it's not the truth. Their opinion isn't the truth of you. The truth of you is exactly what you know in your heart. You're already on the right track. You're already doing everything just beautifully, and the universe is so with you. And so just like I said, don't misuse your free will to start thinking negatively about yourself or other people. Just let them have it and allow yourself to get back to what you know is true about you, that you're doing great and the universe is ready to expand your good, And the way that you can have that expansion is to stay centered. Stay centered and relax and know that you're on the right track. You're doing everything right. It has nothing to do with anybody else. Okay, so I've got 2 meditations for you. One of them is for this magician card, and it's called Letting Go of Others' Opinions. And the other one for you is this Wheel of Fortune card, and it's called Expanding Your Good. You can find all those tarot meditations by following the tarot meditations link that is right in this video description. You're doing great. Let people be. You do you. You're on the right track. Don't get taken off the track by somebody's stupid opinion, okay? You're doing great. All right, thank you so much for spending some time with me. We'll see you for another daily reading tomorrow. Keep up the good work. Blessed be.